getting up today. I didn't have the energy last time. Today we've got energy. So let's get up, turn those cameras on. Yes. Good morning. Happy afternoon to Europe and evening. Just standing up for a moment. Get out of your comfort zone. Maybe even just slowly starting to just move the arms, swaying. Yes, Jean, I see you. What's up, Amanda? Liz, Aleda, Brenda, what's up? Good, keep it going. We're gonna start moving the body around. Creating new neural pathways, letting go of any judgment, any shame, anything that holds us back, perfectionism. Let it go. There we are. Woo. Noticing, witnessing, observing what is here. Get up if that feels good. Upgrade the frequency with every move here. Even if it feels hard today, especially if it feels hard. Let's get it. Dump it out. Good. Keep going. Dump it out. Putting you guys down with you. There you are. We got Cheyenne. Good to see you. Yeah, Sarah. Girl, good to see you. Laura. Bill, Alexandra, Tanika, Linda. Maybe now we're just going to play, slowing down. Try a new movement we've never done before. Why not? Ooh. Maybe it's like using every single finger, seeing how we can move this muscle in a way that is different. Yeah. Maybe we're feeling ourselves today. Let it be here. There we go. Lift it up. Yes, Brenda, I see you, girl. Brittany, what's up? Jump it out. Annie, Danny. Who else we got? Sarah! Woo! If you feel like it, just wake up and say, woo! Part. Beautiful. Keep it going. We're going one more song. Keep the cardio going just a little bit longer. Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters, and for your feminine lady here. What does she look like? What does she want to do? How does she want to express? If there was no limitation. No cap, no container, uncontained. There's still going. That's Liz. All right, Jill. That's Laura. Good. Woo. A little bit longer here. That felt so good for your system right now. What a wonderful. There we are. My loves, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna bring us back in because we've got a lot to go over today. So let me tune it in, tune it down right in the chat. How are we feeling today? What is here? What is present? What is available? What is current? What is present? What is truthful? What is here? Throw me a word down. I want to hear it. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Whew. There we go. What is present? What is current? What is alive? And what is truthful? Brittany, I see you. Brenda, Connie. What is alive? What is true? What is here? Hopeful, yes. Enlivened, present, delicious. I love these words. Reconnecting, yes. Gentleness, healing, giddy. Love it. We get to be the playful feminine leaders today. Diving into just opening the body, letting it be what it wants to be, not the version we think it's supposed to be, but the version that we actually are, letting that true essence be here in the room. Depth, yes, I love that. Overwhelmed, need to recenter, beautiful. Amazing awareness. Before I get into all of the things, we're gonna start with journaling today. So if you don't have a journal, go grab one. And I invite you to do paper to pen. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. Pen to paper. And secondarily, you can use your phone or type it out, okay? And we are Connie inspired, yeah. We are going to go over the following prompts just as we arrive here, okay? And Katie's gonna put it in the chat. 1, what brought me into this workshop? Was it a thought? Was it a feeling? Was it wording? Was it, oh, I'm a feminine visionary? Or, oh, fuck, I'm so tired of doing things at a cost? Like, what was it about what you heard and or felt that brought you here? So just listening to your body on why we even showed up here in the first place today. I want you to write that out. And what specifically about the workshop and the wording, which is what I was just saying, made me commit to coming? So what was strong enough for you to go, I'm going to take time out of my busy ass day today and make sure I get online and do this workshop? What do I think about my current leadership? Will be the third prompt. And how do I feel about my current leadership? Because those are two very different things. What do I think about it? And how do I feel about it? And then lastly, this could be a simple yes or no. Doesn't have to get too complicated, but am I living in my purpose? And I'm gonna go ahead and put some music on. I'm gonna give us about 5 minutes to go over these questions. Again, Katie put them all in the chat so you guys can see it. And I'm gonna play some music for you. Here we go. Radical honesty, no holding back. What do you need? Be right back.
What was the last question?
What the heck brought me to this workshop? Specifically, get specific. Words, what felt sensations, difficulties, what challenges. Did you just have a felt sense of knowing that it could be valuable for you? This moment and this time right now.
get that last thought there. And we'll come back into the screen. Petrie's my dog, for any of you that have not been on here before. She's super cute, but she's super annoying because every time I do a workshop, she decides she wants all the attention. So I just gave her food and water, so hopefully you guys don't hear her whining in the background. Let's hear it. Anyone want to share what might have come up for them in their journaling, or how it made you feel to even be radically honest with some things that might be actually quite tough right now and things that feel really exciting? Like, what is here in the room? Let me know if anyone wants to jump on. What is here in the room? What is honest in here? You can put it in the chat as well if you don't want to go on the.
Michelle, I'll go first if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who is that? Wait, where are you? I'm looking for.
Alita.
Go ahead. What do you got?
I'm on my phone.
Beautiful.
So, in starting my prompt, I felt like a sense of loneliness and I wanted to cry for some reason. And to answer, I was able to answer three of them. But for the first one, what really drew me is I said the love of energy and hope and encouragement that I will receive from being in this space. And and that I'm not alone in this life, in all the valleys that come with life and how it is. So that's what I put on one. Do you want me to keep on going or give space for other people?
I think that's beautiful. I'd love to mention the receptivity of just walking into a space is so feminine. So even just saying, you know what, I'm having challenges right now, but I'm really open to being in a space with other like-minded women who may be going through something similar, and to find inspiration together as a community is so feminine. So it bleeds beautifully into the feminine leadership and being able to be radically honest with how we feel. And in the masculine leadership, there's no right or wrong. They're all great and they work for different reasons and different times that work beautifully, especially when they're balanced well together, which we'll get into in a moment. I call it the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which are these different qualities. So being able to name it helps our entire group right now go, it's like, did anyone else's shoulders just go, or take a deep breath as soon as you heard Alita say this? Right? Two shakes if that happened for you, because it certainly happened for me. Yeah. So you just opened up the space for us and led by saying, hey, I'm feeling this way, but I'm really receptive today to seeing what is possible for me. So now you've set the bar for all of us. Anyone else feel called to jump in? I can read here, female event, I'm a leader, and I resonated with this energy. One can always connect and learn something new. Yeah, I'm excited about life and always curious and happy to connect with other women and share. Yeah, beautiful, Linda. And then Laura said, togetherness in the journey of leadership brought me here today. Yeah, absolutely. I love this. Literally. Yeah, Katie. Anyone else feel called to jump on? We can jump into the masculine feminine dynamics within our leadership. Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of more of like getting out of the noise. Like I realized that I've caught myself in like this cycle of like the chat GPT hype and like really using that to like help grow my business and with content creation, so much so that like I almost don't recognize like my own voice anymore, or like have difficulties coming back to like my body. And so it's like that's what I really want to do. Like for the question where you're like, where do you feel and think about your current leadership? Like I feel like I'm just like barely scratching the surface. And like I know that there's like so much depth and like so much medicine for me to share with this world, but it's like I have to get out of the noise and like really come back home to myself.
Wow, yeah, I hear you so clearly, and I feel the same, even with like Instagram, how to do a reel, how it's supposed to do. If you wanted to hit algorithm, follow this formula, and that's so masculine. So a lot of us are stuck in that masculine sense of I need to produce, and it feels forced because it's not coming from an inspired place. It's coming from like, oh God, in order for me to keep up with everything and everyone and create something amazing with all the value that I know I have, I need to follow this structure. And the feminine resists that. It's hard. Y'all feel me when we have to either sell something or put ourselves out there, but it feels like it needs to fit a certain box, and then suddenly takes the joy and the play, which we'll get into too, out of all of it. So I hear you, Cheyenne, and I really honor the fact that even I know you do this work, the work that I'm doing right now, and you're amazing at it. But even as friggin' facilitators, sometimes it's like that force and that feel and that need to create can be there, whether we're doing self-development, spirituality, business, it doesn't even matter what it is. So I love that you are in the receptive seat today, right? Because I know you lead a lot and are open as well to see what's here for all of us. So thank you for that share. Yeah. I love the word noise too, because there's so much, I call it mud or noise. And when we're in the mud or the noise, that's when the nervous system is highly, highly active. And when we're in our highly active nervous system, we generally spend time in the mind versus the heart. And so this is where today I'm going to teach you guys even a couple tools to walk away with when you can tell, okay, I'm in my masculine and it's not in the way that serves me, because there are qualities of the masculine that we actually really need. So actually, this is a good, let's segue into this. So what are divine masculine qualities that are actually really supportive and helpful in our leadership? Petrie, hi. Would you like to join? I think she just wants to say a quick hello. And then there she is, hello. So what are, and you can put it in the chat, what are divine masculine qualities, ones that are supportive and for our highest good in terms of leadership? Yeah, taking action, really beautiful. Having structure, organization, beautiful, yeah. Vision, direction, somewhere to go with it, right? As women, we're like, oh, we have all these ideas, love it. But if we don't actually go, okay, now how do I put one foot in front of the other and actually move towards the idea that I have? I know, Jean, you and I were talking about one of your projects that you are starting, which I'm super excited to see you put together. And so she's had this vision and she's like, I know I have so much inside of me. I'm just exploding with, and she's one of the funniest. And the way that Jean comes up with dialogue is nothing I've ever heard of before, but it lands so good. And there's like a funny twist to it. And it's so beautiful. So she knows to get that out there, but it's like, okay, now how? How do we do it? What is the structure involved for me to go, okay, I know there's something here, I feel it so deeply, let's run towards something. So we need a plan of action. That's where the two can go so beautifully together. Feminine energy is resonance. And now a lot of you who were on the Robert tour, we talked about resonance a lot. And I think that's the biggest thing I walked away with, how important it is to keep coming back to your felt sense, to keep coming back to your authenticity, your truth when we go out into the world, and then we are putting down our work, the way we work with people. Like, resonance starts now. Elena, when you said I'm here and I'm open, your resonance was open. So therefore you are going to receive. Before putting this workshop on, I was feeling I'm just about to be on my period, and I'm feeling very tense the last 2 days. And I knew coming on to this workshop, and I noticed myself feeling like, oh no, I feel pressure. I'm feeling pressure, and I love doing workshops, it's my favorite. But I'm like, okay, so in the creation of this workshop, it's being created with the frequency of pressure. Y'all will feel that, right? And so this is where resonance really counts. And there are ways to notice, okay, I'm out of resonance. I'm in my formula right now, my formulaic structure. And how can I come back into my resonance, even in the thought of starting to create something while you're creating it? And then, of course, when you're putting it out there, whether you're leading groups, whether you just want to do an Instagram post and share your voice, or in a, wherever you're at work and you're the CEO and you just want your employees to feel good, right? What is your resonance? We can't control other people's resonance, but we can control ours. And by transmission, you'll see the world and environment around you change really quickly. Let me check this here. Consistency, organization. Yeah, yes, Connie, we're going to get into playfulness and creative liberation. That's like what we're going to head into right now. Advocating our boundaries. That's a big one too, Justine. Yeah. So what is beautiful, divine, feminine qualities? Let's go there. What is the feminine qualities that are so supportive for the system, for our resonance, for our felt sense, for our heart space? Empathy, huge. Not to say men can't do it, but women are really, really good at that. Empathy, yes. Pleasure, so good. Yes, pleasure, such a beautiful word. Pleasure is powerful. Feeling good, feeling turned on, feeling ignited is powerful. Softness is powerful. Sometimes feeling good is just being so yummy and juicy and slow. Like that's beautiful as well. Fluent and accepting, yeah, communication of love. I know that's a big one. I love that. I remember our conversation in Egypt, Jean, around I love you. Even when you're fucking pissed, okay, and you're angry, but if you are like, I love you, and you just keep going, like, can't control everything, but I love you, I love you, I love you, no matter who you're talking to or yourself, whatever it is, I love you as the through line, the transmission through everything that we do. Listening, nurturing, yes, Connie. And that takes presence. It takes turning the mind off to be in the present so that we can actually hear each other well. And ladies, I also want to mention we have a cycle too, for most of us, and that takes hormonal jumps. And so sometimes we don't have the same capacity on that day that we might have on another day. So just remind yourself of that. Like, I know right now I'm just about there, so my hormones go. So I know to give myself more grace and more space during that period of time, right? Receptivity, I wrote down, which was what you did when you walked on. Nurturing, magnetism, empathy, intuition is a huge one. And again, men and women can have both of these qualities. We share both. But I wrote this down. A powerful feminine leader doesn't abandon structure. She lets her feminine resonance guide the masculine framework and formula. Not the other way around. Feminine, feel, truth, authenticity, move. Okay? And I'm going to go over a structure that I created for you guys too this morning that I think could be helpful for you to walk away with when you're feeling, okay, what do we need to do? Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel myself first. Okay. Pause, breathe, then go. And of course, a true leader, a really good leader, embodies both of those things and lets them balance and merge together. Why is play important for feminine leaders? Why would play be important? Yeah, Liz, you want to jump on? I know you're a big play girl. Let's hear it.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
So, there's something about play that when we're learning something new, if we're not involving or including play in it, it's going to take longer and more repetitions for it to really embody and understand it and, integrate it. But if we bring in play and like this like childlike innocence, right? When we're children, we're just absorbing everything and it's like we're little sponges. And so if we can be little sponges even as adults and bring in play when we're learning something new, then we're going to learn it faster. Less repetitions.
And what's the opposite of play?
Opposite of play. I would say like seriousness.
Rigidity, judgment. I truthfully feel that the literal opposite of play would be judgment. When we're kids, we don't judge. We just go, wee, right? That, like you're saying,
Yeah.
the curious, childlike. And as we get older, we learn these containers that we are put in, whether it's societal or familial or whatever it might be. And then suddenly we find lack of safety in playing the way we used to authentically. So play is so important with the feminine leader. I wrote down a couple of these, which I think is so good. Play actually opens, and thank you, Liz, thank you for that share. Play opens the body. So resonance is felt through sensation and not through thought, right? So when we play, the body relaxes and the nervous system softens and we create space to feel more fully. So there's the first one. And when we're in that space, there can't be judgment. And the second is play disrupts the nervous system. So, no, that doesn't make sense. I wrote that down wrong. Oh, Play disrupts the formula. That's what it was supposed to write. So formulaic structure can calcify into rules, right? It has to be this way, one way of thinking. These are the rules that we have to follow. Nobody's body loves following rules, but we like to be led with guidance, right? And so that rigidity and the performance pressure, the force that I have to, is when it's no longer the divine masculine. It becomes a weaker quality that makes us feel like we need to be good enough to fill that space, or whatever the underlying reason is to want to perform better or have that performative perfectionism. So play introduces more creativity and joy, plain and simple. Play is present. So when we're playing and the judgment's not there, whether we're dancing or breathing or moving or curious, it brings us into the present moment. And when we are in the presence, your leadership, your magnetism is palpable because we feel you. We know you're right here with us right now. You're not worried about what's coming next. You're not, thinking of what happened before. Like, we are purely present, and that is such an important component to play. And also, play raises frequency. So I wrote joy, silliness, curiosity, like you said, Liz, shift your vibration upward. There's a feeling of with joy, right? There's a density. Sometimes we feel like we're going down. That's why a trick I used to have when I would feel depressed, because I've gone through bouts myself of just ups and downs, is I would wake up, and no matter how heavy I felt, I would put my hands in the air and I would go, yay! And I would just keep saying, yay! And it's not that I'm bypassing to be like, I feel like shit, so let me just feel good right away. But it was just to go, it was this way that it just like changed the frequency of my vibration. So I still had to deal with what was there, but it just had this feeling of upliftment in my own body. Yeah, it moves the limiting effect of fixed structures and preconceived expectations. Amen, Connie. Excitement and enthusiasm. Totally. It just takes a thought and just uplifts it. There's a vibrational frequency to that. And then this is huge. Your frequency is the transmission. I think that's like one of the biggest things to take away from today's workshop. Your frequency, your state of being, which is our responsibility to ensure that we're giving ourselves what we need and that we're continuously coming back to the heart, because our frequency is our transmission. No matter what you're creating, no matter who you're talking to, no matter what kind of leadership you're doing, people will receive your words, but they more so will receive your field. What is the frequency that you are transmitting, right? So play lifts your resonance so your field becomes more magnetic, creative, and open. Yes. Yeah, I wrote that one really big. Your frequency is a transmission. Write it down. Write that down and remind yourself. Like, put that on a mirror somewhere or put it on your fridge just as a reminder. So when you are in your head and you're getting stuck there, be like, yes, even right now counts. Like I said, before creating the workshop, I noticed I was a little bit out of alignment. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to transmit today? What kind of frequency is here? And grace for myself because I'm about to run on my period, but that counts. So what I would love to do with y'all, does anyone have any questions? Actually, let's open it up quickly before I take you guys through a somatic practice.
Oh, I would love to just hear for the group as well, like things that you do, Michelle, to like, just affect your frequency when you're feeling like I'm on my period and I feel pressure and I don't want to do it.
I have you. I totally have you. One, well, I'm going to take us through the structure that I have. So I'll go over it now since you've asked. So, okay, so how to blend the felt sense with formulaic structure essentially was what I was coming up with. And so one is to feel it. So you pause. So step one, you pause, breathe, notice sensations in your body. Where is it? Where do I feel it, right? The somatics, I know, Carrie, you've done this before, right? Where in my body am I feeling it? And is the feeling I have an expansion or a contraction? So you can check in. Okay, So if we were to do that right now, ladies, if you want to try it, we can just close our eyes together. And it doesn't take long. Just scanning the body for a moment. And just noticing where the energy is taking up the most amount of space. If it feels helpful, you can take your right hand and maybe just place it on that area. And just notice, is this an expanded feeling or is this a contracted feeling? Okay, so keeping your eyes closed, that's step one. Step two is to translate the resonance into a word. So turning the felt sense into a language. So if it feels alive and expanded, lean into it. If it feels drained, set a boundary. What is the boundary that you need? Just asking the body, what is the boundary that I need so that I can feel more open? And if you feel alive, lean in and ask how you want to put that out into the world. And then step three will be a structure. So now we feel into the feminine. We acknowledge there's something somewhere, either it's expanded or contracted. We now have an understanding whether to lean forward or to create a boundary. Write it down. So you guys can open your eyes if you were doing the exercise. And I want you to design a simple container. This is step three. Design a simple container. Is it going into your phone right now and blocking off a day on your calendar that is to have 5 minutes of resonance work? That's going to be my homework for you guys. Actually, I'm going out of order. This is the feminine way. I have my masculine structure set up because I know I'm going to jump and pivot and ping pong all over the place. So that's step three. And then step four is to take action, right? So now let's put it in a calendar. Write it down now because we've talked about it. We felt into it. Either write it down once a week, whatever that means for you. Once a week, I'm going to blank. Or daily, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. Or in your calendar, you're adding something based on either the boundary or the lean in that you just felt in your body that just spoke to you. So what are you doing when you're doing that, Carol? What's happening? Like what are you doing for the part?
Really just breathing into it.
Yeah. And then what?
Trying to listen.
Mm-hmm. But listening how?
More just feeling, because often I overthink, right? So just feeling into it and going with whatever immediate response comes up.
Yep. Yeah, ladies, feel first, then ask. If we think we know before we even felt, we're in our head. And I promise you, you will not get as accurate information from there. So if you can clear this, tap into body, feel. Here it is, place hand on heart, hand on shoulder, wherever the energy is, and then give yourself a question. Is this expanding or contracting? What is the feeling? If it's expanding, we lean in. If it's contracting, we set a boundary. Write it down. What is the boundary you need? Or what is the expansion you're looking for? And how can I put that into my calendar? Or write it down, or whatever that a container looks like for you. That's just an example. And then, of course, the masculine, take the action. Don't say you're going to do it and then not do it. Right? If it's coming from the body, I promise you, having the direction of taking action is going to feel good. It's not going to feel like a pressure, like, oh, now I have to add this to my to-do list. If it feels like that, then you didn't feel into your body on what you actually genuinely needed, right? And that's why feeling is first. The feminine way. This is so magical, and we have so much access as women on feeling. Our capacity to feel is huge. It's like a superpower. It's magic. So yeah, if you feel you're in your head, take yourself into this 4-part structure. If you guys want, I can send it to you in a follow-up email as well, just as like a little reminder or something you can print out if you want. Let's see what we got in the chat here so I can catch it. Oh, thank you, Katie, for writing that down. Yeah, empty your mind, let thoughts come up and pass like resolving passing clouds. Oof, yeah, thank you, Connie. All right. I was going to go over homework for the end, but we're going to do it now, and then I'm going to take you into some breathing. So my homework for you all is an invitation, so take it or leave it. If it doesn't land in your body, don't do it. If you're like, that feels good, I can hold myself accountable for this in a way that is not forced or I have to, but I want to, here it is, okay? For the next 7 days, 5 minutes of resonance work. That's it. That's it. Every day, 5 minutes. Whether that's listening to music, whether it's movement, whether it's stillness and silence. And the importance is when you're doing resonance work, there is no goal or outcome. We're not going anywhere. We're coming back in, okay? If you feel like there was a goal or outcome, like I can do 5 minutes, now I'm gonna do 7 minutes, now, and there's this feeling of drive of trying to achieve it, leave it, don't do it. Resonance work is for no reason other than to just feel. That's it, okay? Yeah, you guys down for some resonance work? 5 minutes a day next week? Yeah, okay, good. I'll do it with you. Actually, I got this idea from my coach. I also do my own weekly coaching sessions for me because it's interesting in the facilitator seat. It's very easy to say, okay, we can do this and it's that. But when it comes to yourself, fuck, it's hard, you know? So we get the blinders on. It's like our emotions come up and you just can't see. So having someone neutral reflect you, who you know is in your corner, is always such a good feeling because they can help you with your blind spots. So anyway, she is the one who gave me homework on this, and I was like, oh, I'm taking this and I'm going to sprinkle that into my workshop. So thank you, Natasha, if you hear this replay. No outcome attached. Remember that if you can take it away. If you guys can take away 2 things. One is resonance work has no attachment and no outcome. Don't think of outcome. It's pure presence. The other is your frequency is your transmission. Okay, those are the 2. All right. All right, we're going to get into, I was going to do different things, but we're moving around. So hold on, let me just rejig what I'm going to do next here. Okay, let's do a journal prompt for a moment, and then we'll get into some breath work. What time is it? Perfect, 10. So I have you guys till 11:30. So I'm going to put some music on, and then Katie, if you can put these prompts in there. You're welcome, Annie. What qualities of my feminine leadership have been waiting to be expressed? And where in my life am I still leading from force? And what would it mean to lead from flow? So sitting in our radical honesty. What qualities of my feminine leadership have been waiting to be expressed? And where in my life am I still leading from force? I'll put some music on for a moment. We'll be here for like 3 minutes.
Michelle, you're muted.
I have one more question for you guys. in my leadership, where has my achievement come at a cost? And what has that cost been? Or in my achievements, yeah, in my achievements, what cost has been there? Katie put that in the chat. So it's in my leadership, where has my achievement come at a cost? And what was that cost? That's clear. Yeah. All right, and then gently coming back to the screen, we can send you these journal prompt questions too after the workshop if you want to dive into them a little bit deeper. I'm going to do a shorter breath work, I think, today instead of doing a long, intense one. I think we're going to do something uplifting and more fun and a little bit shorter. And I think, Katie, this is a surprise for you. I think we're going to pivot into some breakouts for even just 2 or 3 minutes. I'm really feeling the resonance of community and being able to share our voices with each other. So we'll do that before the end of the workshop. But before we dive into some delicious breath work, what is here? In these questions, what came up for you, especially in where in my life am I leading from force? Where do you feel it? Like, where is that happening in your life, if anyone feels called to share? Where am I leading with force? Yeah, Tanika. Hi, Mama.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I think in my career, I mean, there's several facets to it, but in my job, it was Instagram. I'll just be 100% honest. I was feeling no joy, like from having to do it. I felt a lot of pressure, a lot of force, a lot of you have to do this to succeed. And so, just kind of making it so that it just wasn't, it felt like an onerous task, like just one more thing to do on the list of things to do. And my spirit and my soul felt like I was betraying my true wanting of what I wanted to do. So I'd take a step back, and now I've got somebody else actually dealing with it because I hate it that much. I'm gonna have to reframe that because I know that it's good and I truly desire love and connection, but there's a level of, I guess, where I'm not feeling authentic. Like it's not me, right? And my true voice is not being shared or heard, and the pressure to be and maybe pretend to be something that I'm not. I felt that a lot in that. So just the second part to the question, what's the cost is, it's my true voice, my true essence, expressing my true emotions, and just feeling pressured to be something that I'm not. If I had my way in life, I would love to just meet with people and sit down and have real conversations. But I think that there's a level of lack of authenticity on some of the platforms that I have not cracked into how to make it authentic to myself yet. So it's exhausting at this point.
Yeah, I hear you, Tanika. I'm glad that you found someone to take some of the load off for you. And also, obviously, the opportunities that have been coming up for you are amazing. And they have a formula. They have a formula that they know works, and then we have to fit that formula. I know what that feels like. And so I guess my invitation for you would be, when you know you have to do the thing that makes you go, ugh, how can you feel into your body so that when you are doing it, you can still be in your truth? So with this, I'm going to pivot so we do get a little bit of delicious breath work. And then I'm also going to pivot into the offer, which I totally forgot to mention off the top. I'm going to say it right now. So Katie and I put together a beautiful offer for She Code. So that's going to be coming up at the end, which I'll talk more about. And we have 40% off of the entire playground. So that will be starting in a week and a half. We'll be getting on once a week to do this beautiful resonance work together, the accountability, the sisterhood, the community, all of it. So I'll get into that in a second, but just sprinkling that on here. So let's do a little bit of, let's do some breath work. I think we're okay. If you want to lie down, you can, but I think I'm going to do a shorter sesh, maybe about 15 minutes. So if you want to be seated up, that's totally fine too. A couple things I'll name. Is there anyone new to breathwork? Hi, Giselle. Hi, I just saw you on here. I didn't see you pop in. Good to have you. Oh my goodness, I missed your face. Hi. Is anyone new to breathwork on here? Just so I can get a show of hands. Okay, so I'm just going to name a few things before we get into it, even though we're not going into a deep session. So some of this may be irrelevant, but I'm going to say it anyways. One is when we're getting into the breath, different physical sensations can happen. So if they do, just know that you are safe and that it is normal. Once we get into fear, we start coming up with, attachments and stories to it. And just know that if you have tetany, this is tetany. So if you see this, your hands are doing that, you are so fine. There's two things you can do. You can slow the breath down if that helps your system regulate, or what I invite is to use your voice. I'm a huge advocate for really using your voice. So that could be a whatever it is you need. Like, give yourself permission to play with this breath work. That's what we're going to pull in, if that feels good for your system. How can we use the breath and allow new neural pathways to be made because we're playing with it? And that doesn't mean not feeling pain. If pain comes up, allow the pain to be there, but how can we use our breath in a new way, or a voice in a new way, or a movement in a new way? Also, because this is going to be shorter, if you feel like more of a movement session and you want to get up and dance around or whatever, you're welcome to do that, as long as you're staying in the body and not going outwards. We're staying in the body, but we're continuing to breathe, okay? So there will be two types of breath. One will be in through the nose, out the mouth. Beautiful. The second, I'm going to show here, one on the chest, one on the belly. There we go. One chelly and a best. I always do that. On your chelly and your best. Your chest and your belly, and you're all with the mouth. You're going to start with the belly. So you stick that out, then the chest, and then exhale. Yeah, that one's going to take you deeper. Belly, chest, exhale. Good, and you're going to continue with that pattern. This is a conscious connected breath, which means that we continue to breathe. We don't stop unless there's an intentional top hold, but you'll continue to just move your breath, okay? Even if you have to slow it down so soft. The other thing is, if anyone in here has a history of seizures or any heart conditions, I would suggest to just do a very, very gentle in through the nose and out the mouth. All right, so if you guys want to lie down, or you can stay seated. I invite you to give yourself this beautiful, playful presence, this gift for the next 15 minutes, to allow yourself to tap into your resonance, to allow yourself to really feel into your body. So allowing yourself to sink a little bit deeper into your body. Allowing yourself to sink a little bit deeper into your chest. Allowing yourself to sink a little thumbs up if y'all can hear my voice and breathing okay. Just really allowing yourself to create one thing every breath. Focus this time, one breath. One breath.
Michelle, it's a bit difficult to hear. You want to be a little bit louder with your voice.
Can you hear me better now?
That's better.
Beautiful. And just allowing the entire body to have more space.
I'm facing back to front. Over
Go
my
ahead and take
shoulder
that first
at
breath
the
in
sun.
through the nose. And a nice,
And it's
beautiful
an open
sigh.
door.
So
And
good.
off my line of sight.
We're going to continue with this breath in through the nose here. Beautiful. Big, big sip of air. And nice exhale. Letting out all the air. So good. Beautiful, Liz. Good, Kara. Another deep inhale through the nose. Just one breath at a time. And leaning into the breath and feeling what is happening. Noticing the emotions present, knowing you're so safe to your body. Continuing to breathe. I'm going to work on my microphone, but just focusing on one breath at a time here. Nice sip of air, continuing to breathe one breath at a time. Yeah, there we are. All right. Woo, we made it. Thank you, microphone. All right. Taking a big, beautiful sip in. And a nice, beautiful sip. Notice any rigidity that might be here, any containment, and see with every new breath that you take, can you create more space? Just your breath. Good. Moving energy through you. Trust the breath will take you exactly where you need to go. Listening to the whispering intelligence in your body. Letting the body guide you. But when you get there, big, beautiful sip, big sip, big sip. And holding it, hold her here, notice, witness, observe what is here for her. Not from the mind, from the heart, from the body. Radical truth, authenticity. And when you feel ready to release air, release name that this repeating, we're gonna let it out through the voice. One big beautiful exhale. Here we go. Belly. Half. Exhale. Belly. Half. Exhale. Super good. Nice breath. Going so good, y'all. Good. Belly. Half. Noticing judgments that might be here, finding forgiveness, finding acceptance, finding softness. Let it go, let it melt. There you are. Every new breath, creating more space. There you are. Well, Sarah, get gaslit, back going. Trust every breath. Belly, back, good, back going. About liberation, body, belly, back, exhale. Finding a new voice, a new pattern, a new way of breathing here, right? Okay, belly, back, give her every breath as much presence as the one before. Trying to stay with you, got this. I'm right here. I got you. Beautiful. Here we go. Rhythm that feels good for your system. Like showing up today, feeling there's no right or wrong. Back. Belly. Back. Well, y'all, 4 minutes. Stay with her without running to the mind or feeling like you have to go somewhere. Yes, but you can lean into that. If there's an expansion here, lean into it. Make it bigger. Let it expand. And if there's a boundary or contraction, ask, what is it that you need? Let your body speak. Good. Keeping up with this breath. We're so close. Belly. Cats. For this final minute, I invite you to pick up the speed only if that feels good for your system. It can sound like this. Good. Continuing to trust one breath at a time. Let her bring you exactly where you need to go. There you are. Good. About 5 more breaths. Here we go. And a big, beautiful exhale. Ooh, letting her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her liberate her. Taking your final sip of air, we're going to go ahead and hold it at the top. Big, beautiful sip. Hold, so gentle. Holding your breath for as long as you need here. Giving yourself being in the receiving for 3 minutes.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now.
And on your own time, if you're still holding your breath, you can release your air as gently and softly as you need.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here.
Just noticing what's
Magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now.
choice to
The
continue
power
to give
of
yourself
you
presence
is here
again
to
and again.
create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on
You
earth.
are so held. You're so loved. You're so cared for. You're so worthy to feel good in your body. Express yourself.
Magic on earth. Power of love is here now. Power of now is here now.
Free her.
Power of you, me.
She deserves to feel free.
Magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.
Now, one more delicious minute soaking in your pure presence here. Feeling your air, feeling your body, feeling your cells, your skin, feeling the aliveness, the truth. Maybe taking a final breath here, sipping all of this beautiful golden light in through the nose. Exhaling the golden light out your voice. Maybe one more breath just like that. Big, beautiful sip. And a beautiful exhale. Giving yourself a moment to just witness and notice what is here now. what is here now. What is here now? Feeling into ourselves. What part of me has been waiting? What part of me has been yearning or aching? My voice be seen, to help, celebrate. Rich, beautiful, feminine part of you has been waiting. Honor her. Let her know that you hear her. That she is so validated and so worthy of being held by you. You are so worthy, so validated, so celebrated for just being you. And when you start to feel this opening in your body, this expansion, divine feminine frequency resonance is your true authenticity, your uniqueness, your magic. The world has been waiting. Let her be a part of your breath. Feel her on your inhale. Feel her on your exhale. This version of you. The world is aching for more of this version of you. Back to that childlike awe, that pleasure, that play. Uplift our energy. Changing the frequency to joy, abundance, trust. And you feel called to just maybe grabbing your right hand and placing it on your heart for one moment. And just telling yourself, I got you. I so have you. You don't have to look anywhere else. Right here, and I've got you. And as you feel your body soften, feel the ease within yourself, letting it marinate and soak into your body on a cellular level. A felt sense. Start to ground our bodies back down into the earth. So feeling either the chair or the grass or the couch underneath you. Feeling the support under your head or your bum. And before opening the eyes, I want us to check in with the heart and feel the love. Even if it's just a smidge today, and maybe it's so big, just feeling the love. want you to take that love and place it behind your eyes. And feeling for a moment what it's like to feel love behind your eyes. And when you feel ready to open the eyes through the lens, felt sense, heart center, we'll go ahead and open them, gently coming back into the room. For a second, maybe just witnessing and noticing how you see color, how you see texture. Yeah. Ooh, what a gift we just had. Celebrating the gift we just gave ourselves, even if it was 15 minutes, it might have been 20 because I felt we needed a little bit more. And then nice and gently starting to make our way, actually wiggling our hands or wiggling our toes, maybe a nice stretch. Breath. Yar. Good morning or good evening. This felt sense right now is the one that I am talking about. We talked about it for the first hour and 25 minutes, so we were getting it from here. But damn, does life change when we tune this out and actually sit in the body. So much divine embodied intelligence comes through. Let me turn this music down. There we go. Oh, perfect timing. The music just stopped. How's everyone feeling? How are we now? What's here now? Put it in the chat. What is here now? What is here now? And if y'all have like 10 more minutes, I will love you forever if you can give that to me. And if you do have to go, I get it. But if you can stay, that'd be awesome. 10 minutes. I went a little over. I just wanted to give a little more spaciousness to the meditation. What is here now? Peace. Yeah, Tanika. Calm, calm. Good, 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 good. Honesty. Yes. Yeah, honesty. Oof. Sometimes it hurts to be freaking honest with ourselves. But damn, is there liberation when we actually just sit with what is true. Say it and let go of the control of where it lands and where it goes from there. Yeah. Release of tension, expansion, beautiful, refreshing. Oh, so good. Peace, love, and centered. I love it, Brenda. So good. Good work, y'all. So, so good. Really quick. I normally love to give way more time for shares, but I would love to hear if anyone feels called to come on and just maybe, I would love to hear how you feel different now from when we came on and talked about everything. Like we talked about it. We're like, yeah, I get it. Yes, what she said. And oh, I felt what she said. And that makes sense. It all makes sense to me. But like, what was the shift when we all stopped talking? Even though my music went a little off at the beginning, we figured it out. The mic finally worked. Thank you for your help and those who put it in the chat, right? Like, who cares? That's stuff that's out of our control. Okay, so you problem solve, something comes up, you move through it. I could sit here and be so pissed that this recording's gonna have some bad music in it. Okay. Or I could be like, all right. So when the challenge came up, I sat in my resonance. I didn't want that to change anything. And I just slowly and easefully made the pivot. Right. I'm not always that graceful. Sometimes I get pissed when things go wrong. I mean, it's so human. Clearness, peace, love, centered. Yeah. What is different from when we talked about it versus felt it? I think this is a really important thing to voice at the end of this workshop. Joyful beauty, feminine connection. Yeah, you're so welcome, Linda. Blessings from Germany. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, Kara. So when we talked about it, it was in my head. Breathing took it into my body. Easiest tool to get you out of your mind. Quickest, fastest, easiest one. Or you could do the 4-step like I gave you earlier. Okay. We've got options. We've got options. Yeah, it's a great reminder to take a pause in the middle of the day. I always do in the beginning and the end, but rarely in the middle. So good. I forget who said this, but for any of you who are like self entrepreneurs and like we kind of make our own schedule. So if we don't create, nothing gets made. And if we create, like there's no one's really relying on us. We can kind of just create what we want and not if we don't want to. And something that helps us continue to create without exhausting the self is taking a walk every 2 hours. Like you should not be in creation mode for longer than 2 hours at a time. There should be, even if it's like a 5 minute walk or 5 minute grace period. So Cheyenne, thank you for naming that, and even take even more if you want. It doesn't even have to be structured as beginning, middle, end. It could just be like, okay, I can feel right now that my body and I'm just not in my expansion. So let me take the breather that I need at this time and just go for it. All right. If anyone has anything to throw down, put your hand up now. Otherwise, I'm going to pivot for about 5 minutes and get into the offer. We're good. We're good. Okay. She code. Some of you in here are already in it, so I'm so excited to have you, and I can't wait to do more of this kind of work on a consistent basis. Let me be your formula, and you get to show up in your resonance. So I've got a beautiful playbook for us. We'll have journal prompts. We have a community of women, so you guys can voice yourselves, you can express yourselves. We'll be doing a lot of grid work, a lot of activations. And another thing that I wanted to add into this She Code for this cohort is a personal creation. So an accountability that at the end of 8 weeks, the vision we want to create coming from the felt sense will be put out there into the world, whether it's your voice or a book or an ebook or a song or a poem or whatever it is. I want it to be actionably placed so that you are getting it out there. So that is something that we're going to be doing and working on that week by week. We'll have groups together as well to work on that. Let me just do a share these because I feel like this is going to be easier for me. Share a screen. Let's see. Don't judge my desktop. I know better than to let you see that. That's my brain. Okay. Desktop equals brain. So, and I also have this too that I made, so I can send this to you guys, which has like the structure and the tools and the felt sense and all that on there. So I'm going to open this up here. So let me do a share in presentation mode. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, let me do it better though. Present. There we go. Okay. Shine is is that what we did? Shine 40? Shine 40?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so anyone who is on here, that's Katie, by the way. She helps me with all the things and is such a beautiful, also somatic practitioner, and she'll be doing She Code with me. So she'll be supporting us in that. And so we've created a Shine 40, so that's 40% off of She Code. This will be valid for 24 hours. No, I'm lying. It's valid until when? The end of today. Yeah, until midnight. Okay. So that's 40% off at $622 off before, oh, it says right there, till 11:59 today. Okay. So if you were someone, because I know a bunch of you were like, oh my God, I'm almost ready to pull the trigger, but I don't know. Follow your feelings. Don't follow your brain. Your brain's going to come up with excuses and reasons why no, or why the yes, or whatever. Try to just feel into your body and be like, oh, if this is a yes for me, can I lean into this and just trust that is for me? And if it's not, it's not. Okay. So $622 off today. So this is an 8-week program designed to get together once a week. It's 2 hours per call. And like I said, we'll be doing different resonance work, activations, creating. For those of you that are leaders and are already doing this type of work, this is perfect for you. Let me hold you while you hold others, right? We all pick containers and pick and choose when to be the receiver and when to be the giver. And this is my gift to you. If you're like, fuck it, it's time, and I'm just going to commit to myself for 8 weeks, right? That masculine structure, 8 weeks. And you get to just show up each week with that accountability and then do the resonance work, which is going to change the way in which we're showing up with our own work, with our own clients, with our own relationships, all of it. I'll send this all to you guys too. So yeah, this is for the woman who feels the burnout from hustling to grinding, never have enough time. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't do a program. It's too much time. But the thing is, when we're in our felt sense, we actually get our time back. So anyone who leans heavily in the masculine energy, this would be a really beautiful program for you as well. Or playground, like I like to call it playground. Anyone who feels guilty taking a break, who can't even seem to give themselves the 5 minutes, like this would be for you if you resonate with that. There's 3 pillars to She Code: the Soak It, Wash It, Wear It. So we have a couple modules that will be into the awareness. So actually identifying where we feel force, where there is an out of alignment happening. And then we go into the wash it phase, which is, okay, let's rewire the neural pathway that feels so rigid that's keeping me stuck in this thought and not opening me up to more possibilities, opening me up to the unknown, to liberation, to play, and then be able to add that into my resonance field in the creation of what I want to put out there, whatever that looks like for you. And then there's the wear it. So it's like, okay, now I've washed away parts of me that I know no longer serve. How do I actually put it out there? And so with She Code, you get support from other women who are doing the same thing, who are also feeling scared to put themselves out there. You know, you're able to embody it without having to shout it or say it or show it. We get to just be it. And being in that felt sense is honestly the most comfortable place to be. So we'll have different tools, breath work, meditation, library. You have access to all of that as well. So that's the group mentorship. And then there's also private mentorship too, which I'm opening up. I actually have 2 spaces for anyone who wants to do more of a private style. I have 2 spots open in September. So if you're curious about that, you can always just email me. Yeah, so 40% off until 11:59 PST tonight. And yeah, if you're feeling called, jump on it. Otherwise, we have Sacred She Retreat. So the new dates. So there are new dates. And it's September 12th to 14th. This is plant medicine. So this is for anyone who is curious about doing a deep dive with psilocybin. And it's 3 days. You get to just come and legit receive. So from the chef that we have there, so you don't have to worry about meals, the accommodations are all taken care of. And this is for the woman who really wants to do deep, deep work. And it's more of a personal journey for you. And obviously, you'll meet other epic ladies as well who are doing the same thing and naturally, you know, create a sisterhood there. But it's more for really wanting to be like, okay, I'm freaking ready. Let's go. So if you want, there's a discovery call that you can sign up for. And if you're just curious and you're like, Mish, I just want to like talk about it, I'm always happy to talk about plant medicine. So just, you can book a discovery call. We can chat. Sacred She is almost booked out. So that one is Sedona. So if anyone was like, ooh, Sedona Ping, here it is. Here's your Sedona Ping. This one's going to be absolutely epic. Last year was incredible. Giselle, I can't see if you're on here right now because my screen is all, but she was on the Sedona, the Sacred She, or on a Sedona retreat last year. And it was just beautiful. She is, where are you in here? I see you. You're one of these cute little ladies on here. And so here is, you know, your call. If you want to come experience the magic of Sedona, the vortex is amazing in itself. And we have wild activations. We'll be doing hikes and embodiment practices, all the things. So if that's something you're considering, it's October 24th to 28th. And definitely message me ASAP on that one. And that's it. So if I could read the side here, let me move all your little heads so I can see what I wrote. Yeah, so discount code SHINE40, so 40% off. Again, today until 11:59. And then we have an extended 30% off until 11:59 tomorrow as well. So I think that's all I got. Does anyone have any questions? Is anything written in the chats that I can't see? Katie, you posted. Giselle, yes, it was incredible. Thank you, my love. Tanika, jump on.
What times are the calls?
So, yeah, so right now, our group is almost set. So we have ladies coming in also from Europe. So it's likely going to be a morning, but what I'm going to do is check in with everyone's availability and make sure it's a time that works for everybody. So my hope right now is either a Wednesday or a Thursday morning for PST, which would be a 1 p.m. for EST and a 6 p.m. GMT. That way the ladies in Europe can also jump on. It's not set in stone, but that's my little sprinkle of time that I think would work best to accommodate everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other questions? Thank you, Tanika. Yes. Who else we have in here? Beautiful. Kara, jump on for a second. Tell us a little bit about She Code from
Hi. It was so good.
yeah.
I love She Code.
Yeah.
It just felt like, hi Katie. Um, just so nice to have forced relaxation and be accountable to other people in order to do it because that's how our world works where we're like, I have to fit it in. Um, but no,
Totally.
I got so much out of it. I got
Yeah.
to come back one of these times as well to do another sheet code because it was that good. It was really, really lovely.
Yeah. I can't wait to have you again soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kara. All right, my loves. Any other questions while we're on this call? Open. Oh, Tanika. Yes. Go.
Like
Wait.
trying to talk and my microphone's off.
Oh, yeah.
So when does it start? The 8 weeks?
So beginning of September.
Beginning of September,
Yep.
8 weeks.
Yep.
What if
So
what
right
if you
now we're looking at the first week of September. Yep. And if there's like a call that anyone can't make, it's worth to note too, they're all going to be recorded so you can easily catch up to it and do it on your own time if need be. We had girls on the last one that there was one girl who did it the whole time. Do you remember Anna, Kara? I think she showed up once or twice, but she loved it. And she was like so happy. And she was just like, this is the best. And she would just do it on her own time because she was working. So there will be that. They'll be uploaded within, Katie usually puts them up within a few hours of our workshop, and then you can catch up easily to catch up to where we are. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Tanika. Anyone else have any questions? Our workshop went for 1 hour and 45. All right. We nailed it today. Let's go. Well, it was beautiful to see you all. Danny, thank you. Thank you, Laura, Linda, Justine, Katie, Giselle, Jean, Kara, Connie, Tanika. And yeah, if you're just like, fuck it, you know what? Let's do it. I got you. Let's do it. And if it's not a felt sense for you, trust that too. So I hope you all have the best freaking week. Yes. And I hope to see you all in the field again soon doing this important work. You are magical, and I thank you all. Okay.
Thank you, Michelle.
I love you.
Love you too. I can't wait for She Code. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes. I'm in.
I know. So good. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.